floating, wavy like the ocean. My physical emotions show my spirit as an omen. I'm in motion like the seven seas, connect with men and them who think like Elohim. My flow warm like a sunbeam. My third eye shine red like the waters in your bloodstream. Young king, my tongue shine without a tongue ring. My talking bling bling like it's nothing. Glowing like slick brick chains at its apex. You basic if you want love without the hatred. It's dangerous, having faith amongst the faithless. To stay in tune with the ancient and amens. Prayers to the dead and those that deserve killing. Your life is a gift, your presence is Thanksgiving. And to the wise, every day is a holiday. And to my enemies, every day's a barred one. Black Storm.
Face pissed off, miss shit off course. Which way shit's going? Spent too much time in hibernation. Sleep, what went wrong? Things changed from lift off up until the destination was reached. Mind and body weak, gone from the stress on the brain. Lost in the void of space. What does it really takes to stay sane and maintain stability? Is this really me floating in the maze haze of what will I? Could I? Who should I be? Am I destined to weep and cry my life away for all the wrong mistakes I made and take the blame? Damn, this shit is so insane. Just wanna flow free like a river into the ocean. Not headed what for the fucking drain. Life caught up in disarray. System malfunctioning. Made days instead of paydays. Red light blinking. Thinking, where's the green? Hoping this is a dream. It only seems to be a nightmare. Scared, pure fear of the unknown. Where's here? Do you know what I mean? Journeys through the galaxies at light speed. Please, just catch me.
Heart always crying, but my heart won't stay silent. Sky is the limit, but after that I'm not finished. Heart always crying, but my heart won't stay silent. Sky is the limit, but after that I'm not finished.
Yeah, I'm ready for liftoff, like a hooper when it's tip off. Yeah, I'm ready to score, ready for war. Polishing my floor so I can shine like a diamond in the store. I sparkle like the son of Allah, creating rain, hail, and earthquakes, the God in the flesh. And they say God makes no mistakes. From natural disaster to calm and laughter, I'm balancing the scales like a yin-yang master. Emotional intelligence is energy intelligence. The wise use the mind to align with the elements. Health is a benefit. Treat the body like a temple. They creating viruses to end you. State to state, new mandates are taking place. World's using faith as the government vaccinates. Hard to keep your head on straight in this world of the snakes. Reptilians pose as heads of state and Congress. You gotta shine on regardless. Glow amongst the godless, rise in Christ conscious. Free yourself from mental bondage and let there be carnage to the dragon, the beast, and harlot. In Revelation, I got the heart of a gladiator. Lightsaber like Luke and Darth Vader. Training like a Jedi Knight to fight ops to get the crowd jumping like a New Year's ball drop. Let's go!
Heart always crying, but my heart won't stay silent. Sky is the limit, but after that I'm not finished. Heart always crying, but my heart won't stay silent. Sky is the limit, but after that I'm not finished.
Peace, power, and prosperity. Rob Blackstorm in the building. Pop-up live from y'all. I know I scheduled it maybe for now, 4:45, but I decided to come on a little early. Shout out to everybody's in the building. Straight Panther, that spiritual homie. Sly, all right. I ain't going to be on here too long because I'm about to leave, so I got to get dressed, already showered up. I actually was out earlier, but I'm already showered up, ready to go, ready to score, ready for war, like the song says, I just want to come through real quick, drop a little bit of downloads that I've been getting. I'm going to do, first and foremost, let's handle some business. Everybody who had their author copies, who ordered the author copies of Occult Magic Mastery has got it. I've sent them out. I've sent you a picture in your email, so check the email. You should have seen it. I only have a few author copies left. So if you want your book signed, you want your archangel that I put in the book, you want me to do a little bit of your numerology, it'll be in the back of the book. So if you want a signed copy of Occult Magic Mastery, it is on Amazon. You get it on Amazon. But if you want to get it directly from the source and with a little bit of extra information, you can hit me up. Also, what else I want to talk about? Book club is coming soon. All right. Me and another sister, Lindsay, we're going to do a book club. So I'm excited for that. So look for that coming soon. We're going to do it on a book called The Community Itself. Even this is a spiritual page. So when we talk about spirit, if you don't have knowledge of self, your magic is not going to manifest. I want you to understand that. If you don't know yourself, if you don't understand yourself, you don't understand what makes you tick, if you don't understand who you truly are and the powers that you truly have, if you don't understand that you have thousands of ancestors living in your body in what science calls junk DNA, all right. If you don't understand that, if you don't understand how to harness that and how to tap into that, which is in the book, Occult Magic Mastery, again, you can order from me. Just hit me on the email below. All right. I'll send it out to you. Everybody who order it, they got their email today. They got a picture of, so there's no scamming going on here. They got a picture of the package. It's going out priority mail. I'm not even like, sending it regular mail. So it's going out priority mail. So you're going to get it within 2 to 3 days. So again, you can order your author copy from me, but you need to know who you are. So I think Naeem Akbar's Community of Self book is an inexpensive book. I'm going to show it here. And I want to talk about, well, first and foremost, I did some unboxing. So I came in, I saw some books. So I want to get into some books, right? And then we're going to talk about what I mean, value your soul. We're also going to be doing Monday. I was gonna do it today, but again, I'm going out tonight. I already did some put some of the stuff together already. I already got the blueprint, so I just gotta put some pictures together for the slideshow. So Monday night, we're gonna be doing Quantum Mania Decoded. All right. So we're gonna decode Quantum Mania. Tons of gems in there. All right. I can't wait to share that. Y'all know from this year I was talking about Kang and things like that. This is the Return of Divine Masculine. And it was good to see Jonathan Majors in that particular role. He did a great job. The movie was okay. I'd say out of 10, 10 being the highest, one being the lowest, I would have given it a good 7.5. It wasn't bad, but it was a good set off for, let's say, this new phase 5 of Marvel, right? It was a very good setup for phase 5 of Marvel. So when a lot of people are going to go see it this weekend, so I'm going to be doing it on Monday night, probably like 11 p.m. So spoiler alert, there is going to be spoilers in there. I'm going to be going through it. It's on a lot of the bootleg streaming platforms right now, so you can watch it on the streaming platforms. Some of the footage I'll be getting is going to be off of there. Going to try to keep it under an hour and a half. Y'all know me with these 3 hour epics, but I'm going to try to be short winded and just get to the main points that need to be talked about. And there are things that are concurrent with what's happening now, with where that movie goes into. There is somebody that is psychic at Marvel. I fully believe that. They deal with people that are psychic. They deal with people that do readings. They have some clairvoyance that work there because the mythology of Marvel is usually timely with what's going on. When you talk about, for instance, Endgame, right? Right after Endgame, right? The Thanos snap, we had a literal Thanos snap here where, the planet, people were, a lot of people lost their parents, they lost loved ones due to that, that C virus, right? So Marvel is usually on point, right, with things that happen, and they do great with allegory. But there's a lot that's going on now. Again, I don't want to give up the whole presentation, so we'll do that Monday night. I'd say around 11 p.m. Eastern, or it may even be midnight Eastern, but it will definitely be Monday night. So check that out. Can't wait to. Oh, and tomorrow we're gonna have Divine Feminine Works. I have a guest, but my guest. So new guests, but they haven't gotten back to me. So if they do get back to me, I'll have 2 videos tomorrow, 2 lives, one with Divine Feminine Works and the Moon Mama, Monique Ruffin. As usual, we're going to talk about the new moon, and I'll have another video. If they don't show up, if they show up, I'll have another video. If not, that'll just be the one video I'll do, and that'll be tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. So check that out. All right, so I'm doing some unboxing, some books that I got. So I wanted to show y'all some books that I got. I do this pretty much once a month. I buy books, right? I'm trying to build up my library. Now, when I get books, I don't always read the books like 100% through, right? Sometimes I just pop them open at different times. Sometimes I'll read a couple of chapters, right? If a book grabs me, sometimes I will go through the whole book, right? It really depends. But these books, I just want to pop up. I think it would be cool to show y'all some books I got. So I already opened one, then Spirit was like, yo, show these motherfuckers the books. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna show you these motherfuckers the books. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into it. Again, I won't be too long in this particular video, just kind of an update. Actually, before I get into the books, let me say my conspirators like say this first and then show y'all the books. So I'm tapping in. Let me say this. I've been having dreams since the last video, the K11, when I told y'all that there was a gate opening up, right? I showed y'all that there was the plasma sphere of the earth was changing. Peace, Divine Oracle, I see you coming in the building. I showed y'all that the plasma sphere was changing on the earth, right? Your blood has plasma as well. So there's plasma, solid, liquid, 4 states of matter: solid, liquid, gas, plasma, right? And your blood has plasma as well. So there's a as above, right, with the 4 states of matter, and a below, right, where you have the plasma sphere here on the planet. So the plasma sphere is changing. Scientists don't know what's going on. They can't explain it. I've looked at several different articles. They really don't know what's going on. I haven't seen anybody really confirm it, right? We all know that the Earth's core changed, stopped, and reversed, right? So the planet is changing. I don't know about you guys, but I've been having dreams, vivid, lucid dream. Now I'm a lucid dreamer. I have lucid dreams. I've been having those since I was a child. But I have this week particular, since that gate opened on the 9th, which I showed y'all. If y'all watched the K11 video, go back and check that out, right? The King, Kyrie, King, Kyrie, KD video, right? Um, man, oh shit, Straight Panther. I don't even want to put that up, but my brother, I'm sorry to hear that, man. All prayers, all blessings, man, to you. Shit, man. My blessings go out to you, and keep a healing mindset. Want you to get through that, and I'm sure you will, man. Just stay. Right now, this is the year. Not to sound over confident, but you got to be delusional about what you want to manifest and what you want to see manifest. So you can make it through this, my brother. Don't think that this is something that is going to take you out or something that's going to bring you down. Make sure that you are still keep a positive attitude, positive mindset, and know that you will make it through this. All right. Again, I had a homegirl who had cancer, and she stayed positive, always talked positive, and now she's doing well. We hang out, we cool, she's good. So keep a positive mindset, keep a positive outlook, and this is the type of year where miracles could happen. It's a 7 years. So don't think that, this is the wall and you're gonna hit a wall with no matter what the doctors say. Quick story. Since Straight Panther brought that up, right? I got a cut on my arm. Yeah, I probably can't, well, you can see a little bit. It's cut on my arm, right? I was involved in an altercation, got my arm slashed, right? Doctors told me I wasn't going to be able to write for 6 months. I may have limited mobility in my arms, right? Now, when I go to the doctors and when I go to health professionals, I don't go to health professionals as a victim, right? I go to health professionals if I'm in a jam or I feel a certain way. I go there, one, my objective is to make the health professional my friend, right? I don't go there scared. I don't go there nervous. I'm a God, right? I'm a God, and you are too. Okay? So you got to go, no matter what's happening to you physically, you have to always remember that you are a God. You're a divine being. You have to know that you are a divine being, no matter what you're going through in a health situation. You do not become a God body until the pressure hits. Okay. Once the pressure hits, that's when you know your spiritual powers. Anybody could be mystical, magical, powerful, Allah, God body, superhero, superhuman, mystical man and woman when things are going well. Anybody could do that. It's very easy when your bank account is full, when you're getting good loving, right? When you got a big screen TV, your house is warm, everything's going well. It's very easy to be magical. But when things or shit hits the fan, as they say, that's when you're really, really tested. That's when you could determine, or is this spiritual thing, are you really about this spiritual life? Or are you going to go down, back down into fear, right? Or are you going to lower your vibration and take it all the way down to the red of the root chakra? And as you see, the celebrities, they've been pushing out a lot of red. Even Rihanna having a baby, congratulations to her. I will never talk about a mother and her child ever, but I can talk about the background and the scenery of Rihanna with the red and the black in the background, still sticking with the same theme of the Super Bowl, still sticking with the Doja Cat theme, right? Still sticking with the Madonna theme, right? They're still on code with their magic. And the thing is, when you see these color reds, it's designed to lower your vibration, right? Bypass your conscious mind, your discerning mind, your critical thinking mind, because color has an influence, right? They had a study where they had prisoners, right? Prisoners that were in certain jails. And what they did with the prisoners is they put prisoners in pink uniforms. They put these prisoners in pink uniforms. And they noticed that the violence went down. They stopped fighting as much. There was less violence in the prisons from them wearing pink. And what they determined was that it was the color. Just wearing the color pink had the violence decreased in the prisons, right? Now, there's obviously a lot of prisons that don't do that. People wear orange, people wear green because they want to stimulate the violence. Because when you have more violence, right, you hire more security, you hire more prison guards, right? It's a cash cow. The hospitals get paid, doctors get paid, right? It's a financial capitalism. So you got to realize also, this is another scientific fact. They know that by playing harp music, literally harp, like the stringy instrument, a harp, if you play harp music in the ICU, they know people's patients, right? Their illnesses drop by 67%. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all don't hear me. Patients in the ICU, their illnesses, their pains drop by 67% just by listening to the sounds of a stringed harp, right? They know this, but they don't do it. Why? Because it's a cash cow, capitalism, right? They could capitalize off you, they can. And that's the danger of capitalism. That's the danger of American capitalism, because they know they know how to heal. They have cures for everything. They know how to take, yeah, it is divine oracle. You could check these things out for yourself. Again, don't believe me, right? Do your own research. But that's a big number, right? Where you know that these things you can actually help a person, but they refuse to. So they have methodologies and they know how color works, and they know color keeps you stuck in your fear chakra, keeps you stuck in your now it works both ways, right? You're following the celebrity, you're highly influenced by the celebrity, right? You love the celebrity. So you're going to look at the color, you're going to get excited because red is also a color of aggression, right? It's a color of war. It's a color that gets your blood boiling, right? This is why, like, a lot of people, like, I watch other content creators in different spheres, right? And there's this person that I watch, and she has and she's funny as hell, right? But she has in her kitchen, like, she has red all in the cabinet, right? Red all in the kitchen. And she's always beefing with people. She's always having arguments and going at people because of the color frequency. So you have to really be careful what colors you surround yourself with, and what colors that you put yourself that you paint your room in, what colors that you wear. Each day has a color, right? Again, I don't want to be on here too long. I got things to do, but I just want to touch into that. I had something else I was talking about, but Straight Panther, this was important, so I went into divergence. Oh, this is what I want to talk about. I've been having vivid ass dreams. As I said earlier, the plasmasphere on the planet is changing. And as the planet is changing, as the earth is changing, as the environment is changing, and new things are terraforming, we being that we are part of the earth, right? We're part of the mineral sphere. We're part of the vegetable kingdom. Our nervous system is part of the vegetable kingdom. Our flesh is part of the mineral kingdom, right? Our main organs is part of the animal kingdom, right? And we are, quote unquote, the human, right? And then there's those of us that are ascending past the human that are coming into our divine self. But we are part of the earth. We eat earth. We eat the vegetables. We eat the meats. We're part of the earth. We're one with the earth. Earth and heart, right? Anagrams, same shit. So, with all these things happening, we are being upgraded. We are being upgraded. But the thing is, you don't have to follow the protocol, right? You don't have to follow the protocol. It's up to you because this energy that's here. I've been having the most dreams since this gateway opened on the 9th of this month, which I showed y'all in my K11 video. This is this gateway, and these days, these numbers of the days have been increasing. I've been having the most lucid dreams I've ever had in my life on a consistent basis. And all these dreams are shadow work based. They're all shadow work based. They're all things that I have looked at in my past that I have um, thought I've overcome, that I've thought I've gone past. In my last video that I did on Valentine's Day, I shared one thing that I went through with y'all as far as being courageous in a situation and having to bring that out and how my dream confirmed that I, passed the test, so to speak. Your dreams that you're having right now are testing you. They're telling you where you are spiritually, where you need to go spiritually, how you need to develop. They're literally shadow work. I don't know if y'all are having these same dreams, but I've been talking to people that I collaborate with, or and also people that I know that do this type of spiritual work, and they've all been having these wild dreams, right? These very vivid dreams, and they all have connections to things that we need to work on. Also, the download I got today when I was out ripping and running was so. Actually, let me close that thought. So, I want to say that don't play with these dreams, right? Don't like look at these dreams and be dismissive. If you can't understand your dreams, you can hit me up. My email's down there. I do dream interpretations, right? Um, Inexpensive. I don't overcharge, right? $25, do a dream interpretation. We could do it via email. We could do it. Well, it's going to be via email or text. I don't really do them face to face because I need you to type out what your dream is, right? You could hit me up for a dream interpretation. It's only $25, or you could do it yourself, right? Again, I'm not trying to, rip y'all for y'all money. You could do it yourself. Do readings. If you can't understand your dream, do a reading on it, right? Get your tarot cards out. You don't know how to use tarot? Very simple. Go on the website, right? Go to tarot.com, get the interpretations, look at the cards, right? Learn a spread. Again, this is you doing your wax on, wax off work. All right. Don't expect everyone on YouTube to just hand you out, all the keys to the kingdom. You want to learn how to do this yourself. You want to learn how to do your own readings. So if you have tarot cards, go online, look at the interpretations, right? See what they mean. Tarot.com is very good. I like the way they do reversals, right? Very much how they interpret it because it's not just negative. And the way they look at the cards make a lot of sense to me. So I recommend tarot.com. All right. If you don't have tarot cards, get tarot cards. I highly recommend you have some sort of divination tools, especially nowadays with all these deep fakes, with all these new type of technologies, these new AI technologies. You can't really believe anything that you see. You can't believe everything that you see is real. It's a new day. You never really could. But now you have the awareness that what you may be seeing may be AI. It may be a script. It may not even be real. The person you think may be talking is the congressman or president or the president or, somebody in power. Even your favorite celebrity may not even be talking. That may not even be them. It may just be artificial intelligence. It may just be AI, right? And even with the rise of AI, people are scared, but people are becoming more and more artificial too, right? People are becoming more and more fake. So as AI rises, the fakeness in people rises because we're all trying to meet an image, a dopamine induced image that's online. Well, not all of us, right? Some of us know better, but a lot of people are trying to meet this particular image that is placed online. So these dreams that you're having, you want to look at them, you want to interpret them, you want to get you a pendulum, all right? Get a pendulum. Um, I ain't gonna get up and get my pendulum again. I gotta go. I'm already too deep in this video, but get you a pendulum, right? Learn how to use your pendulum, right? Train it, yes or no, what it means. The first thing you do when you get a pendulum is you ask, "What's your name?" Right? You say a fake name, and if it'll tell you no, you'll say your real name. It'll tell you yes, and then you sleep. Put your pendulum under your pillow. All right. Get you some oracle cards, right? If you don't like the tarot, find something that works for you, something that you can interpret. I've been using, for instance, I have oracle cards. Oracle of Tahuti via Metal Netter, the Metal Netter book, Round Up for Men, right? I've been using those for years. Those are my go-tos, but sometimes an oracle is not enough. Sometimes I need deeper, so I'll go to the tarot. Sometimes I need just a yes or no answer. So I'll go to my pendulum, right? These are things you need to do so you can interpret these dreams and know where you need to go next, what you need to do next. Now is the time when you're having these dreams where you need to start doing. You need to start creating. You need to start building. This is not the time to be like the masses and be complaining about everything. Stop complaining. Stop bitching, especially about what celebrities are doing. Right? The reason I didn't do a Super Bowl decoded, even though I knew it would have got a lot of views and a lot of people would have expected it to me, because I didn't want to give more energy to that ritual. Okay, I didn't want to give more power to what they were doing. I didn't want to give more validation to what they were doing. Peace to Aranthea is coming into the building. All right, I didn't want to give them more, put them at a some sort of pinnacle. Right, I didn't want to make them the capstone of the pyramid as to what they were doing. Yeah, I could have broke it down in detail what they were doing. It was a simple ritual, right? It was a macabre ritual. The color red was there. Rihanna was showing giving birth, right? It was them giving birth to the resurrection of people believing in celebrity. The big red boots is also tied into people believing it's a celebrity. Why? Because Kanye, right, and Kyrie rocked y'all niggas for a little bit, right? They like, oh shit, they learning that they was the real Hebrews. Oh shit, they reading books. Oh shit, they watching movies. Oh shit, they're getting back into studying and getting a true knowledge of self and their history. No, no, no. They're getting back into learning the chessboard. They're understanding polarities between black and white. Oh no, no, no. We gotta reel them back in. That's all it's about, right? So I didn't want to give extra attention to it, right? It was low hanging fruit. I could have, but I didn't. And I'm not saying in the future I won't. Maybe I will. But this one, I was like, nah, focus on what you got going on. Focus. The Hollywood has been Hollywooding since before I don't got too many people. I looked at my demographics. I don't got too many people over 70, right? So before we were born, Hollywood's been the Matrix. Always has been, always will be. As long as the system is falling, so it won't be for too long. But as long as the Hitler propaganda machine, which is television, the Germans, Hitler created television for propaganda purposes. That's what it was made for. As long as the television is there, right, there will be propaganda. It is up to you to tap into your soul, to value your soul, right? What am I talking about? What's the difference between the soul and the spirit? The soul is your inner waters. The earth is made of 70% water, right? You're made of 70% water. The solar, what they call dark energy, is 70% of the universe. As above, so below, and even more so below when you're talking about the waters, right? So the water in you is what your soul is, right? There's something, well, I ain't gonna talk about Quantum Mania because that's a deep part, and I want to get deep into that. But if you watch Quantum Mania, there's a part where everybody's soul is connected, right? Your soul is what is I'm on Facebook and I'm looking at people. I was on Facebook like today for a little while, and I was just scrolling through Facebook, and there's a lot of people that's just depressed, right? People that are sad, people that want to take themselves out of here, people that are nervous about, the Ohio train wrecks and, AI and, inflation and all the things that are happening, right? Things in their personal life, monetary funds and things like that. And the download that I got today and it was literally like just strictly a voice from spirit. And it was like, niggas don't value their soul. When you have a dream and a lucid dream, imagine being stuck in that dream world. Imagine being stuck in that foggy ass dream world. And you can't leave that foggy ass dream world. You're just stuck there. You don't have a physical body to really have the sensations, right? You're going and phasing through like the dreams I'm having, right? And I've been having all my life, but just recently I'm phasing. I'm going from one part of the dream to another part of the dream, and I'm controlling different parts of the dream, and I'm fighting in different parts of the dream, right? I'm going through the dark nights of the soul in these dreams, right? I'm really like going through it in these dreams. Like it's not a game. I'm really like fighting for my soul. Some points, even in these dreams, I'm talking out loud, right? I'm dreaming, but I'm talking out, and I know I'm talking out loud. I'm in my bed talking out loud, right? About certain things. Real talk. I'm talking out loud. And I'm getting downloads about different things as well, right? I'm learning different things about myself as well. So your soul is valuable. The fact that you are here, a lot of times people are depressed, right? And some of it is biochemical. If you're depressed, you could get something called St. John's wort, right? Get St. John's wort. It's a herb. Put it in your tea. Get ashwagandha. Start drinking that. Give it a couple of days, a week. You'll start feeling better. All right. Now that you start feeling better, you got to put some motherfucking work in. You cannot practice escapism on this particular path when you're trying to hit the highest of heights, where you're trying to be one with God, where you're trying to be one with the divine. That's what I am here to teach. Spiritual elevation, help raise the vibration of the planet, and to help you reach the highest version of yourself. Not just financially, not just mentally, not just spiritually, not just emotionally, but all four corners, right? Get some St. John's wort, get some motherfucking ashwagandha, all right? For your dreams, get some mugwort and get some damiana. It'll help you go into your dream state much easier, right? You got to program yourself, piece to more so knowledge. You got to program yourself before you go into the dream set, right? You meditate into your dreams. You should meditate and then dream. You should meditate. You start feeling sleepy, you feel that shit kicking in. Go into a meditation, right? Even if that meditation, you can't meditate for more than 7 minutes. Go into a meditation, right? Have a conference with your inner self. Have a conference with your inner self. Then go to bed. Then go to bed. Now is the time where you are being upgraded. Now is the time where I'm accessing different timelines. You hear me? I'm accessing different versions of Rob Blackstorm in the universe. I don't really talk about the multiverse because we haven't even traversed the universe. So why the fuck am I talking about a multiverse? I don't know if the next galaxy is the next version of me before I even talk about a multiverse, right? We got to talk about the universe. The next galaxy might be one version, another galaxy, the Andromeda galaxy, right? What's the one people love to talk about? The one above. But anyway, these different galaxies that are in this universe, right? They may have so many different versions of me. So go into your dream space. If you're having nightmares, if you're battling quote unquote demons, if you're battling spirits, right? Go into the dream space as a motherfucking god, not as a victim. Okay? A lot of people talk about demon possession and they're possessed by demons and demons are after them and people are hexing them. A lot of them demons is just you, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them demons is just you. The things that you think are hexing you are just you. Think about when you didn't have any idea about this type of spiritual knowledge, right? Think about when you were totally ignorant to this. You were just a regular ass Christian, right? Or a regular ass Muslim or whatever you were. Nothing. You knew nothing, right? And you were saying certain things, you were telling people certain things, you were doing certain things, you were acting certain ways. And look, ain't nobody out here no motherfucking peachy cream. I would never did anything bad. I'm holier than holy. No, we all got a little demon in us. We all got a little devilishment we did. We all got some scheming. We all got some clever shit, right? We all did some trickster shit. All of us. All right. Some people did shit, just didn't get caught. Some people did shit, got caught. Some people been skating by, right? Some people are users. Some people are narcissists. We got all these people that are out here, even in the fucking spiritual community, right? I said this in my man Ken Brisbane's comments on Facebook. I said the older I get, right? Because he posts a lot of content and he's an intelligent brother. But unfortunately, in order to make a dollar, right, he has to post dribble, right? He has to talk about passport bros. He has to talk about male and female relationships, right? That's the shit that stirs the so-called melanated community nowadays, right? When he talks about quantum physics or when he talks about scientific developments, the views go down, right? The clicks are the likes go down, right? That's our community right now. Even in 2023, with all these technological advancements, we're still stuck on modern women and high value men. We're still stuck on relationship dynamics. We're still stuck on that when we have AI, when we have D Wave, when we have satellites and technological advancements. We're still stuck when people, the Jewish community is building motherfucking, they got hospitals and school buses and their own schools. We're a champion here. Dr. Umar got a school. Great. That's one out of how many impoverished neighborhoods. And what happens if somebody, God forbid, claps Dr. Umar with his one school? Congratulations to him with his school and getting it up, if it's really up. But what happens if somebody claps him? Then what happens to the FDMG Academy, right? Who else is gonna take the helm? Who else is he grooming, right? So when we talk about these things and these advancements, and we talk about magic, we have to make magic manifest. So we're having these dreams about change and transformation and about growth. Don't smoke your way out of it. Don't drink your way out of it. Don't mushroom your way out of it. Don't sex your way out of it. Don't eat your way out of it. Don't Netflix your way out of it. Figure out what these things are trying to show you. Get into your divination tools. Get some motherfucking cards. Don't buy the Hennessy this week, right? Don't buy the ounce this week. Get into you learning. Today is actually a holiday. This is an Indian holiday called Shivarati, right? For Lord Shiva, which is tied into the Shakti energy, which is tied into the energy of Bina on the Kabbalah, which is tied into Shiva is actually a destroyer. What do you need to destroy in order to become real high value? What do you need to cut off in order to become real high value? In order for you to become a divine being, not just in name, not just in name online, but in real life. How do you treat people? How do you look at people that are still Christian where you were still Christian? Are you looking down on them? Are you always critical of them? The Muslims, the people that still stuck in Abrahamic religions, your mother, your father, your cousins, your aunties. Are you looking at them on as they were on a lower level, as if they are on a lower level when you were once there? As I always say, God makes it rain on the righteous and the unrighteous. Value your soul. Value the fact that you're here. The best way to get out of depression is to become creative. It's to start doing shit. It's to start figuring out your purpose. Do you know there's so much in you that you have to dig up and learn about you? Why you're triggered by certain things? Why do you react to certain things like this way? Why are you depressed? This is the real magical work. You have to expand this heart, right? Your Christ consciousness, as they say, right? You got to open up this heart and expand your electromagnetic field. The electricity is up to you. You have two phases, consciousness and will, the thought, right? I am going to get rich, right? Let's start with the basics, money and love, right? I'm going to get rich. I'm going to get a beautiful boo, right? Now the energy and matter got to be there. The body got to be there. Something got to move. You got to have a charge to it. If you don't have a good way of relating to people now, and you're looking down on people and you're treating people a certain way, one of the best indicators in a relationship on how it's not going to work is how was this person talking about the past relationships, their baby mama, their baby daddies. There's people out here that are in Magic, they want to hex their baby daddy. They want to hex their baby mama, the person with your child. The person with your motherfucking child. And I know because I was running these streets in 2017, 2018, and people was coming at me with that. Oh, my baby daddy cheated. Oh, my boyfriend cheated. Oh, my girlfriend did this. I want to get him. You laid up with them. You slid your tool in them. You opened your legs to them. What did you learn from the experience? They had to have something good about them. Will you open up to them? Will you slid in them? What did you learn from the experience and how can you take that and grow from it? And what do you need to transform about that scenario if it was something super toxic? Did you learn how to set boundaries now? Did you learn how to speak up for yourself? Did you learn what qualities work for you and what you need to look for? Shout out to you, Sly. Shout out for the donation. Did you learn what to look for and what not to look for? You still mad at white people, but you flying in white people's planes when you go on vacation. You on their buses. You on their trains. You at their mechanic shops. You at their gas stations. You on their internet. You on their YouTube. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Value your soul. Fuck all that anger and shit. That's just not helping. That's just not building any buildings. I seen 1,000 motherfuckers in Brooklyn, 2, 3, 4,000 men, Hebrews. And this is not a diss to the Hebrew community. They could have been anyone. March for Kyrie. I would rather them niggas see them niggas building a skyscraper. Wearing all them purple shirts. Do you know how much that would have inspired young boys, young melanated boys to see them building a building? Just building a building. Building a fucking temple. Gathering a motherfucking school bus. A fleet of school buses. We're run by celebrity. We don't value our own souls. Again, the vision I got today was that, do you know how valuable it is to be in this body? Do you understand the privilege it is to walk around as a human avatar, to feel, to have senses, to taste, to love, to have empathy, to have joy? Imagine being stuck as what Jamaicans call a duppy or a ghost. And you waiting for a body. You waiting to incarnate here so you could have these experiences that you take for fucking granted because you're worried about what LeBron's doing or Rihanna's doing or homeboy down the block or homegirl down the block or your favorite celebrity. Imagine being a fucking political prisoner. You was a Black Panther in the 60s and the 70s, and all you got to show for it is you sitting in your cell watching Love and Hip Hop on Monday. Don't talk to me about this pro-black shit. Because when I see Tukey Williams, they was fighting for Tukey Williams, I don't see the pro-black niggas there. I see Caucasian people there. Now we talking about yin-yang dynamics for real, for real. People stop being divided and conquered. I had a white avatar. I used to sell Trump t-shirts, right? On Facebook. I used to sell Trump t-shirts when Trump was popping. 2 white people. I had a white avatar. I was on Facebook with another motherfucking face. I talk to these white supremacists. The motherfuckers are stupid, most of them. You know what I'm saying? They mostly stupid. They not as intelligent as you think they are. Most of them are stupid as hell. Dumb as shit. Merely following what they see on Fox News. And nothing to motherfucking be impressed by. Nothing to be scared of. You have the ability to manifest a connection with God, the divine, the universe, whatever you want to call it. Kether or Ser, right? Whatever. And when we talk about the tree of life, right? When we're talking about deities, please understand these are different parts of nature, right? When you talk about demons, please understand you have that in you. There's no way you could connect, right? People conjure spells and create circles. And I did all that too, you know what I'm saying? To conjure different things and bring different things up. Do you know those things have to be in you in order for you to connect with them? You can, everything that you interact with is a reflection. Your baby mama, your baby daddy, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your homeboy, your homegirl. There has to be a connection in order for it to manifest. So you thinking the demons and the archons and all this shit is in some motherfucking other plane when them shits is right in your motherfucking DNA. And yes, there are, of course, there are things out there as above, so below. But I want you to understand that all these things can become part of you. When you drink liquor, which are called spirits, you become a different person, right? Because it's called spirits, right? Different things are conjured up from you drinking within you, would make you act different. There are people that drink and do drugs and become totally different person, especially the harder spectrum of drugs, right? The white girl, the heroin, right? They become different, the crack, they become totally different people. You can't even recognize them because of how they're acting. Do you understand? That's when you are able to get spiritually possessed. So some of you have addictions, you already have demons in you, food addictions, clothing addictions, right? TV addiction, not just drugs, sex addictions. And these are things we've all battled, right? I had one of the strongest sex addictions for a while, right? Just want sex, 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 all the sex, sex. I'm a Scorpio. Sex, 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 sex all the time, right? Spilling my seed, spilling my seed, spilling my seed. Not understanding why I can't manifest anything. Not understanding why my dreams aren't coming into reality. This is the real work, the shadow work. The gaining knowledge of yourself, the gaining a love, true love for yourself, to developing fearlessness and courage. When all else fails, when shit hits the fan. What Kendrick say? When shit hits the fan, are you still a fan? When shit hits the fan, are you still a fan? Again, you having these dreams, these lucid dreams. Do you want to be stuck in that world? Would you want to be stuck in that dream world? Going through different phases, because that's where some of y'all ancestors are that haven't died and haven't elevated to the highest of heights. They're stuck there, waiting to reincarnate in the body. And what it really is, it takes time for your brain through gathering different information and going through different experiences to remember. Remember the ancient mythology of Orser. or of Orser and Kemet, or of Osiris, right? Or Set, the soul, right? Or Set represents the soul, the waters, Yemaya, same thing. Or Set, Isis, Yemaya, pick and choose, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's all the different. The goal of Orset was bringing all the different pieces of Orser into one, right? The one piece she didn't have was the phallus. Then the phallus had to be fashioned because the phallus is you. Today is the day of Shivarati in the Indian community where they worship and they fast for Shiva. Shiva's it's called the lingam, right? The lingam or penis, right? There's a different name, lingam, Shiva lingam, or some shit like this. Basically, looks like a motherfucking penis, right? Like the head of a penis. And today is about you or Set, your soul, fashioning that penis, bringing the 14 pieces of Orser back together. That's up to you. Some people are depressed because you don't. I was depressed for a long time. I used to look. Let me tell y'all about real life, right? I used to blame shit on my winter depression, right? I talk to people, oh, you don't, you don't call, you don't do this, you don't, oh, it's the winter, it's winter depression, I suffer from SADS, boo hoo hoo. What was, I suffer from SADS, boo hoo hoo. Oh, I suffer from this, oh, I'm depressed, oh, what was me? Started really doing the work. I found St. John's wort. I found ashwagandha. I started working out. I started getting on my meditation game. Ain't no strings on me. Ain't no strings on Pinocchio no more. I'm like Ultron, nigga. Ain't no strings on me, nigga. Started doing the work. I started getting active with the work. This is the real magic. Becoming the best version of yourself. Becoming one with the divine for real, for real. You want to conjure all these motherfucking demons for what? You want to levitate for what, nigga? Levitate a building. Levitate a hospital. Levitate some school buses. Levitate some motherfucking daycares. Levitate some schools. Levitate some supermarkets. Levitate your mindset. You don't have a mindset that's right, but you want to do magic. You want to be in touch with the ancestors. You want to communicate with the aliens. You want to go to planet Risk. Nigga, take a risk. Take a risk. Step out your box. Step out your comfort zone. Do something different. What you're witnessing right now is a nigga who took a risk by coming here on YouTube. This is a risk. I don't have to do this shit. I'm a salesman by trade. I can make money. I'm not doing this. Obviously, I'm not doing this shit. Y'all don't see me selling a million things on here. Not to say I won't never. This is a risk. I said, let me step out. My journey is on YouTube. Y'all could go back and see the nervousness of my video. But I did it with my voice motherfucking shaking. Not saying everybody's supposed to be doing YouTube. Whatever your journey is, whatever your goal is, you know what your purpose is. I do not believe there's no one that's watching this message today that's over 25 and doesn't know what their purpose is. You know what you get lost in. You know what you enjoy doing. You know what you love doing. I got homeboys that love cars, right? But they're working for New York Transit because it makes them a lot of money. But I know they'd be much happier working on cars. I know that that's their purpose, to be a mechanic, not to be doing this type of work, but to be an auto mechanic. I know they would be much happier having a garage. They'd be a much better parent, much better father, much better person because they'd be living in their purpose and they'd work 10, 12 hours, no problem, because they're supposed to be a motherfucking mechanic. Everybody ain't supposed to be doing this type of work right here. You know what your work is. Your dreams right now is showing you what your work is. Value your soul. There's people that's trying to come down here and can't. They got to wait because of them wasting their lives on Netflix, Amazon Prime, watching niggas' videos, decoding them Decoding is cool. I do it. Don't get me wrong. It gets views. People like them. I enjoy doing it, right? But I always give y'all shit that you need to do according with it. I don't just say this is it. This is what the white man's doing. Look at the boogeyman. Boo hoo hoo. They're trying to control you. They're trying to do this. Boo hoo hoo. No. Some of you niggas need to be farmers. Some of you niggas are the best farmers in the world. Some of you niggas are the best scientists. Some of you niggas are the best doctors. Some of you niggas are the best lawyers. But you don't want to do the work. It's easy to be sit back and comfortable. That's for humans. Again, the older I get, the more I see the 144,000 is some real shit. Because very few people want to do the work. Everybody wants to be knowledgeable, though. Everybody wants to know the spell work. Everybody wants to know what to do. Everybody wants to know what spell to conjure and what demon and what angel and what am I supposed to do next, and tell me what to do. Why don't you learn what to do for yourself? You got the internet, bro. Do you know? Listen, man. I'm a man of a certain age, right? I didn't grow up with the internet. Your parents didn't grow up with the internet. Stop judging your parents. Stop trying to teach your parents all this shit that you know and trying to convince them that they don't know better and they're ignorant. They didn't have the internet. A lot of them didn't have the opportunity to get tools and learn tools on psychology. Listen to great speakers for free. Listen to psychiatrists for nothing, for free 99. And the internet won't always be free for everybody. You can listen to billionaires. You can listen to the greatest psychologists, the greatest psychotherapists. You can listen to magicians. You can listen to fucking clowns. I mean, literally juggling clowns. If you want to learn how to be a clown, right? You could listen to whatever. You can learn YouTube University. I was looking at this brother that I watch, Corporate, right? He does these funny skits, right, online. And he was just talking about how, right, in order to like learning the cameras to get, and you know how we first started with an iPhone and learn which camera to get, and learning, you know, how to what do they call it, playwriting and things like that, like just stepping up his game, and how he was on YouTube University and how he had to sacrifice parties and going out and certain things in order to become the best version of himself. Value your soul, man. Value your soul, sis. Value the fact that you're here and do the work that it takes to get to where you want to be. Don't hide behind a filter. Don't hide behind your money. Don't hide behind your clothes. Don't hide behind your trips. Don't hide behind your offense on Instagram and the likes that you're getting or the likes that you're not getting. Don't hide behind none of that. Because when it's all said and done, and the way shit is happening this year, if it's all said and done for you, you want to be on the highest height. So you're not stuck in that part of the metaverse to where you're phasing in and out. You're just a ghastly body. You want to be in control of if you're coming back or not. There's some people that have no control out there in the astral plane. They don't have control. They're stuck at a certain level because they haven't breached the ethical plane. There's different planes of existence. There's the astral plane, where people always talk about, but that's the lowest level of higher consciousness, the astral plane. There's the ethical plane, which is another higher consciousness. And then there's the supernal plane. That's where you want to go at. That's where Osir, that's where Tahuti, and that's where what they call Sekert, they call Bina, right? What they call Shokma on the Kabbalah, right? Chokma here, Chokma 2, Bina 3, right? And then you got Kether right here, right? And then you got the land of Amenta, which is the highest of the high. But you got to breach the ethical plane first. You got to treat people right. You got to be just. You got to be fair. Notice I didn't say good. Notice I didn't say good. Because in order to deal with some of these assholes, you got to be a motherfucker. You got to tap into that inner demon, my nigga. That daemon, that genius. Daemon means genius. That inner animal. You got to tap into that shit sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. If you're in a situation you getting abused, you better have a scheme. I remember I was living with this woman, man. I had to get the fuck out of there. You know what I'm saying? We were splitting the bills. I had to get the fuck out of there. I couldn't tell her, yo, I'm leaving this particular day. I let her know I was leaving. And then one day she came and everything I had was the fuck out the house, including Rob Blackstone. Everything I had was out the house, including Rob Blackstone, right? Let her a nice little note. Matter of fact, I think I sent a text, right? And we was on to the next journey. I remember that time I was on my sister's couch. It was a sacrifice. I had a nice big screen TV, right? A lot of nice shit. Had to put shit in storage. It was a plan. It was a scheme. It was clever. And I was tapped into my leg by my issue, my sebek for the commissions, right? It's all about putting the 14 pieces back together. Only you could do that. Only you could do that. Value your soul and then use your spirit, right? Your consciousness and will. What do you want to do? Why are you here? What is your purpose? What do you need to get rid of? What do you need to sacrifice? And what do you need to implement? And find the time to do it. Yes, we all need to make money. I understand. You work jobs, you're busy. I get it. You got 3, 4 kids. I get it. But if you got time to watch TV, you got time to devote to the work of getting to know you. Everybody got an hour a day. I don't care who you are. And I know you're working hard. You just want that hour to just relax and chill. I get it. But you got some time off. Figure it out. Journal, write, script, write, put your hands in motion, journal, write. All these dreams that I've been having, I've been writing them down. I got a whole dream book, right? And it's made me realize the value of journaling, that I got to start journaling more, which is what I'm doing. But you can't bullshit out here. A lot of y'all bullshitting. A lot of y'all bullshitting. You just want to become a motherfucking Marvel superhero. That ain't gonna cut it. Moving past. You see what's happening in the world? Yeah, it's good to know some tricks of the trade, but it's better. I remember, I was walking down the street. I had my headphones in. I was listening to something, and I did not notice this car was coming until I was behind a truck. And in New York, like, we tend to jaywalk, right? So I did not know I was behind I was behind a truck, and then the car just sped by, and I like missed it by this much, literally. That shit was speeding. I didn't even see it. That's my electromagnetic field protecting me. Of course, I do other things, right? I wear certain jewels when I'm out, right? I wear certain pentacles. I get the book, Occult Magic Mastery, get my author copies, right? I'm running out. I got like maybe 5 or 6 left, right? You'll learn certain things to wear and certain jewels. Your house, you want some black tourmaline, any real black crystal, right? You don't have to really get too deep, right? Get a black crystal, right? If it's black, get that shit. Put that shit in your house. All right. If it's black, get that shit, wear that shit. If you're trying to fight some addictions, deeper addictions, get you a black candle, put some sage in that black candle, script in the black candle what particular addiction you're trying to fight, and let that shit burn. Put that shit in your room though, where you sleep, right? Let that shit burn, right? And that sage and that black will absorb it. It'll help you fight that addiction, even if you're dealing with a loved one. I'm not saying it's going to eradicate it totally, but it will help you fight it. It'll help absorb it, right? But you still got to do the work. You got a body, you got a soul for a reason, right? You got a soul. You got the tools. You're looking at me on a motherfucking screen that somebody built. A black man, I'm on a computer. A black man built the personal computer. A black man has so many patents to this personal computer. A black man. Mr. Dean. I forgot his first name. I don't want to. This is so valuable. I don't even want to not say his right name, first name. Check him out, right? Check out Black men and Black women in technology. The GPS we use was a Black woman who made that. Melanated, no matter where I say Black because that's what most people relate to, right? But I would prefer to say you melanated, but I say Black because that's what most people relate to, right? And I'm learning I have to be relatable to the humans. You're talking about aliens. You're an alien, nigga. You're an alien. You have DNA that's not even from here on Earth. Science already confirmed that, especially if you are melanated. You have DNA that's not even from Earth. They've found stones in Africa and asteroids and different things in Africa that are not from Earth. You worry about the aliens out there. What about the alien in here? What is the alien in here going to bring? What new technology? You worry about the new technology the alien's going to bring from out there. You worry about Nibiru. What about Nibiru in here? I don't want to be too long. I got to go. Listen, let me do this unboxing. So this is the first. I already unbagged one. I was going to read some shit, but I ain't got time. So this is just out the bag, right? I like to show and prove. So this is Credo Mutra. Credo Mudra. Credo Mutwa, right? South African shaman. It's called Dreams, Prophecies, and Mysteries, Zulu Shaman. All right. Good book. Can't wait to deep dive into it. All right. Fresh today. All right. He talks about extraterrestrials, but not the way you niggas is talking about them. All right. Not the way the news is talking about them. All right. Good one. Credo Mutra, a lot of people know about him. He has some videos on YouTube. You can check him out. All right. So let me get into this. Hoodoo, and Herbal Magic. Okay. This is by Catherine Ronwold. Okay. Hoodoo, Herb, and Root Magic. All right. She talking about just opening up some things. All right. She talking about cinnamon, money drawn herb. All right. Mix cinnamon chips with frankincense, myrrh, camphor, and sandalwood to make a very strong incense. Burn this on charcoal each day for 14 days to purify a home where bad, violent, or evil things have happened. All right. Look, y'all got a spell right here. All right. Fresh off the Rob Blackstorm line via Catherine. All right. Again, you got to do the shit though, right? You can't just talk about it and say, oh, I know the spell. You got to actually do it, right? You got to put your hands and feet into action. All right. But again, this is a good one, right? Fresh out. So we're gonna open the box. Should be either one or two more in here. What is one? So I got one. I still got one more coming tomorrow. This was recommended by Monique Ruffin, Body Astrology, by Claire Gallagher, the Moon Mama. All right. I'm gonna show y'all some couple more that we out of here. That's not unbagged, but just that I have sitting here. Body astrology. Let's do some shamanism. See what I can give y'all. All right. Well, it opened up to Scorpio. I am a Scorpio. All right. Let's see what they got here. So it says Mercury and Scorpio. Mercury and Scorpio's food mindset can be intense, but the upside is it usually has the drive to be intentional and organized with its nutrition. The microbiome's connection to cognition is highlighted, particularly in focus and problem solving. This Mercury is prone to gut bugs. You know, that's some shit I fuck with. My stomach is, well, since I've been eating better, my stomach has been better. But yeah, I had stomach issues all my life. So this is valuable information, right? See, this is the work. I ain't going to read these books all through, but I'm going to use them as reference for shit like this. My stomach, right? Real shit, real life work. All right. So, yeah, just tapping into some things. Okay. So that's the third. Here's what I got sitting right here. Working the Roots. Okay. This is by Michelle E. Lee, Melanated Woman. Let's see. I already got something saved here. Now let me do some divination. Hold on. All right, boom. What they got? All right. So, well, this is a story. Let me see what I could give you. So this is I guess a story from one of her ancestors, the book author Michelle E. Lee. So she says, I go to bed early and I gets up at 6 every morning. Miss Ruth tells me one day, one of the things I do most days is I cook dinner for Buddy while he's out working. Buddy likes to eat him some fatback. I got to find me some fatback meat so I could season my cabbage. Yes, he loved fatback. I want you to take that fatback out the freezer. All right, you gotta cut that meat too, because I can't slice meat. Then you're gonna have to fry it up. All right. So I guess this is gonna lead into a spell, but this is a long story. Again, I ain't got the time. So, but this book is good. It talks about a lot of different things. Goldenrod, right? Goldenrod is so real quick. Goldenrod is a bitter medicine that has been used to treat a wide range of ailments externally and internally. African American healing traditions use goldenrod to help treat and prevent colds, flus, and coughs, and to support healthy liver and kidneys. All right. Goldenrod. So y'all got kids, all right, that get sick, all right. Get them some goldenrod. You don't gotta always get the motherfucking Tylenol PM and shit like that, right? Different things you can learn. These are the things that I invest in. I invest in my mind. You should invest in your mind. Value your soul. All right. We're gonna be doing a book club for this soon. I'll put out the advertisement. It's gonna be on Zoom. It's not gonna be free, okay? But we are gonna tap into the book club. All right, I give y'all enough free stuff. We're gonna tap into the book club. If you don't have a knowledge yourself, I don't give a fuck. You're not gonna be effective with your magic. If you don't know yourself, then you're gonna be a lost soul. There's people that know magic that are miserable people, that are people who don't enjoy themselves, or people who don't have friends, or people who don't have a life, or people who don't crack jokes, or people who don't have sex, or are people who just wicked ass people, right? Right? The so-called left-hand pathers, right? Look, I'm one of the best hexers on the planet, right? And I say that because I've done things for family members and I've seen what my hexes can do. I've done things for myself and I've seen what my hexes can do, right? I only hex if you're really, really fucking with me, and I have to take the offense because you're fucking with me is gonna fuck me up, right? Not never to an ex or somebody I was sleeping with. Never, never, ever, 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 ever. That was my choice, right? I slept with them. I made the decision to do that. So why would I heck? Even if they manipulated me, even if they did me dirty, even if they were narcissists, whatever, I made that choice, right? So I got to live with that choice and learn from that choice, right? I'm not going to get back. That's some evil shit. That's not fair, right? Even if they did me dirty, you can say, well, that's not fair. They did you dirty. They did you wrong. Why don't you get them back? No, my success will get them back. Me living well will get them back. Me having this beautiful skin and being a certain age and not looking my age is getting them back, right? Me walking in my purpose and developing the things I'm doing is getting them back, right? Me shining is getting them back, right? And the universe is going to handle them, right? Cause and effect. If I think about them and I know that they did some bullshit and I'm thinking, damn, this motherfucker did some bullshit, that's getting them back. I don't need to do shit. All I got to do is project my electromagnetic field and they going to get theirs. All right. But if you fuck with my family or some shit, right, I've done some shit that has been highly effective. Do you know how much energy it takes to cultivate that? How much negative energy it takes? Right? Sometimes you got to do that work for 2 to 3 days in order for it to be potent. You got to really be angry. You got to really be mad. You got to put that negative energy into that hex to be effective. And now you got to go back to raising your vibration. It takes another 2 to 3 days to raise your vibration back to the right frequency. It's not really worth it at the end of the day. Again, it's got to be a serious issue for me. I'm not telling you what to do with your magical life, right? You can do what you want, but I've seen it, me just playing with it casually and doing it for money, what it's done to my life, right? And it wasn't good when I was just doing it for money and doing it casually, right? So be careful. There's people out here taking your money and saying that they're going to do this hex work and they really ain't doing shit. Or if they are doing the work, right, you want to look at the type of people that's always encouraging you to hex somebody, because everything doesn't deserve that type of energy. In fact, very, very little. I haven't done hex work in probably years now, right? Years now. But don't fuck with my family. All right. You can fuck with me, right? I'll get you in the dream world. Like between 3 and 5 a.m., I'll just fuck with your head a little bit in the dream world. I'm usually up. So I'll just fuck with your head in the dream world, right? You know what I'm saying? With my clairvoyant ass abilities, right? I'll just fuck with you in the dream world if you fuck with me. And most of the time, I won't even do that because, again, that takes energy. I could use that energy towards creating, building, learning, doing shadow work, right? Different things like that, right? Value your soul, all right? Dictionary of Symbols. This is by Juan Eduardo Serlat. All right, this is a good reference book. All right, I had some dreams with some tigers in them. So I looked at this, did some looking at, seeing what the tigers meant. I won't get into it here for time's sake, but Dictionary of Symbols, this is a good one. Warrior Within, Bruce Lee. Okay. Boom. This is a good one, just off the philosophy of the Tao. Bruce Lee is a genius martial artist. All right. Highly recommended. Highly, highly recommended, especially for men. Women too, but highly recommended for men. The Warrior Within. Excellent book. One of the best books. This is one I'm gonna finish. I'm probably halfway done. I read this when I'm on the toilet. Toilet time, right? Read books when you're on the toilet. All right. Again, you don't have to read them all. I'm reading like 3 different books at a time, right? And sometimes not even, right? Sometimes books like, again, this is another one, Dictionary of Symbolism, all right? Good reference book, all right? So you can learn and understand some of these signs and symbols, right? Some of them even go into the horoscopes. Some of these things that you're looking at, some of these things you see in the movies. This is by Hans Biederman. Okay, Hans Biederman, Dictionary of Symbolism. This is a good one to get, all right? And what else I got here? This is Travis Magus. Go sub to Travis Magus channel. He's really doing it too on a high level. As far as magic and metaphysics, I fuck with Travis Magus highly. Fuck with Travis Magus, LVX 777. Think his channel is just Travis Magus, right? But fuck with Travis Magus. He's really doing the magic on a high level and doing it from an honorable space. So I fuck with him heavy. Kabbalistic Tarot, this was one of his recommendations, right? Some of the things you see me in these videos talk about the tarot, and a lot of the stuff I get is from this, right? And it's enhanced my understanding of tarot cards and how it relates to the Kabbalah and just how it relates to my spirit and my spiritual work, all right? And pull this. No, I ain't gonna pull that up. And lastly, my book, all right? Occult Magic Mastery, The Keys to Manifestation, Miracles in a Free Mind. All right. Get your author copies from me. The email's down there. All right. Price is $30, but I'll put some numerology in it. I'm going to let you know your guardian archangel. All right. And drop some advice for you that I channel based on the information that I got for you that I put in the back of the book. And it'll be signed by me. All right. I got to go, y'all. Yes, it's been an hour. So we'll do this. And Divine Oracle said her family sucks. Yeah, we all have families that suck. Look, I got people in my family very close to me that suck ass. I was raised by, well, I ain't gonna get into that, but let's say I got people in my family that suck ass, right? And sometimes you just gotta disassociate. Blood doesn't make you family, right? I heard Jay Prince said this, and even though I don't agree with Jay Prince's tactics, especially as of recently, with him basically snitching, right? I do agree with blood doesn't make you family, right? Loyalty does, right? Blood just makes you kin. Loyalty makes you family. People that look out for you, people that'll give you soup when you're sick, right? Stop trying to impress people that don't give a fuck about you, right? That's one of the things I had to learn. As a Scorpio, I like to get fly. I like to have fly shit, right? Then I realized how much money I was just bleeding out trying to buy fly shit and look fly for people. Night drive nice cars and things like that, and you realize have nice places and things like that and deck shit out, You realize shit don't matter. People don't care. They care. They might say yeah. They might talk shit. Blah 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 blah. But at the end of the day, make sure you have resources and you have a bank account and you have savings, and that you're not living check to check just to impress other people who don't give a fuck about you. At the end of the day, that's really what it is, right? Put it in, invest in your family, invest in your future, invest in businesses, right? Find a company. If you buy Nikes all the time, get some Nike stock. I don't know, the stock market is up and down, it's wavy, right? But Tesla was down to like $70, right? So if you put, let's say 300 price of some new J's about 250. So let's say you put that 250 in and you bought 3 shares of Tesla, right? That's 240. Let's say it was at 70. So you bought 3 shares of Tesla. Right now, Tesla's at, I think, 210, 212 as I last saw it, right? So they could look at that flip, right? Look at that flip. So again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm supposed to say that on YouTube, right? And none of that. But I am saying that you want to invest in things that are going to help you grow. These things that I showed you, these books are not just for me to stunt. These things are for me to help me grow. My family gets sick. Now I know what herbs to use, right? If I get sick, I know what herbs to use. I also know what magic to use, right? In my candles, what magic to use and how to manifest things, right? I know how to create my reality, right? I know when I have these dreams, how to interpret them, right? I am becoming the best and the most powerful version of myself. And I'm not done, right? I'm not done till I leave this fucking avatar, right? But I am going to use this avatar and the blessings of people that are melanated watching this, the blessings of the melanin that is in there, right? Don't have a Ferrari and drive it around the projects. I always say that, right? You got a Ferrari. Don't drive it. Remember the movie Get Out? Right? And when homeboy was at the dinner table and the white guy was poking at him, right? And it was like, damn, look at his flesh. Like, look at his body, right? Like, he's prime stock. Don't be prime stock, right? Don't just be prime stock. And people know that you're not using the power that you truly have inside of yourself. Value your soul. If I hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, share this with somebody who needs it, somebody who needs to understand this, somebody who needs to get off their ass, right? The best thing any spiritual teacher could tell you, and I said this on my Instagram, a clip from one of my videos I did, is how to get off your ass and make shit happen. You depressed, get up off your ass, figure out how to fix it. And you don't have to buy all these books. The internet has a lot of free resources, right? You just have to, and the way you think and the way you research is you don't just take one resource. You don't just listen to one speaker and think that's the gospel. No. You find 3 to 4 things that support the same shit. That's how you think. You don't just take shit on face value. Find 3 or 4 things that line up, and then you do what you need to do. Find at least 3 or 4 things that line up, and then you do what you need to do. Then you could have an understanding. And even then, remember, information changes over time. Don't be too stuck. Don't be too rigid. Don't be obsessing over these celebrities, right? I was disappointed, man. I was following somebody and it was like, I'm deleting people because of this celebrity. And, oh, they talking trash about, I think it was, well, I ain't going to say because the person might be watching. They going to know I'm talking about him. Oh! But let's say Jay-Z, right? Let's look at it like that. They was like, yo, don't be talking about Jay-Z, because if you're talking about Jay-Z, I'm going to delete you. And I'm like, damn, you got this knowledge in this other area of spirituality that I respected, but you really deleting people because they don't like Jay-Z. What bills is Jay-Z paying for you? How is Jay-Z nurturing your children? Me, I love Nipsey Hussle, right? Nipsey Hussle is over one of my altars. Nipsey Hussle, I used to play Nipsey Hussle's music before he got popular, right? Off the Crenshaw album. That's how I got turned on to Nipsey Hussle. Not one of them, he died, let me listen to it. Not saying there's nothing wrong with that because he has plenty of jewels, right? His death anniversary was this past Thursday. But I was listening to this Nipsey Hussle and I was getting money from him. But I communicate with Nipsey all the time, right? And there's times he talks shit to me, especially last year. He's like, nigga, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? You know you need to stop this. And I wasn't stopping it, right? I thought I could be like everybody else. But I realized I couldn't. I had to stop certain things that worked for me. You may have to stop certain things that work for you and may not work for other people. There's some people who could do things that you can't do. That's all right. That's what makes you you. That's what makes you great, right? They may be able to do certain things you can't do. They may be able to drink comfortably. You know, there's some people that smoke crack to this day. I still got some dope dealing homeboys. There's some people who smoke crack to this day, but they're functional crackheads. They got BMWs. They driving Benzes. They're functional crackheads. They smoke maybe after 9 p.m. and they smoke after work. But when it's business, they handle their business. People have evolved, even in the crack, even in the sphere of crack, right? People are evolving in their drug use, right? Some people could do that. Some people, they take one hit and they selling their TV, they selling their computer, their phone, they selling their ass, everything. Everybody can't do everything that everybody does. The celebrity you look up to had to value themselves. There was something that they had to do. I like Jonathan Majors as an actor, the person playing Kang. But there's certain sacrifices that people have to make. He had to make to become Kang, to go to acting school and train and learn lines and things like that. People like the finished product. People like seeing LeBron jump and dunk and do all these things, but LeBron trains for hours upon hours. These people put up thousands of shots. They don't show you that. You only see the finished product so that you could worship like you worship Jesus in church, like you worship Prophet Muhammad, like you worship in your Catholic church to the Virgin Mary, like you worshiping these motherfucking deities, like you worshiping the Loa. You're not supposed to worship shit but you. You can honor, you could give offerings as a way of exchange, just like you would if your girlfriend and boyfriend, right? You give them offerings to show your love as a way of exchange. And there's certain things like, let's say Oshun, right? She likes, or Heru, she likes oranges, she likes sunflowers, right? It's the same thing. Your girl, she might not like roses, right? I had girls that like tulips. So I buy her tulips because she likes tulips. I ain't gonna buy her roses. I know she don't like roses. It's the same thing. It's an exchange, not a worship, not a, oh, please, oh, shoot, oh, please, God, please, God, Shivamudi. Oh, please, God, Tahuti, please give me what I want. No, nigga. No. You's a bitch. Is you's a bitch, nigga? Or you a god? Come to the gods as gods. Don't come to them as beggars. Nobody likes a beggar. Nobody likes a beggar. Nobody. You might pity a beggar, but you not really like, really want to bring them in their house and shit unless, you really, really pity them and feel sorry for them and want to help. But you empathetic, but you don't really, really value them as you would value somebody who's standing on their own, that you see going hard. People love an underdog that rises up, right? People love 50 who got shot 9 times and now is rising up and doing this thing, right? People love an underdog story. Everybody loves an underdog story. Be the underdog and always think like an underdog. One thing I love about 50 Cent is 50 Cent is always doing something new, right? He tried the headphones, it didn't work. He invested in the liquor company, it ain't working. He's switching it up. He had to deal with Stars. Now he's with Fox, right? He's always reinventing himself. He had a book company. He was selling G-Unit books, right? He's always reinventing himself. He's always thinking like an underdog. He's always thinking how I could get ahead, how I could make a different move. That's why 50's still relevant, as some of your favorite rappers are not, because he's never puts himself in a box. Never. All right, this is an hour and a half. I got to go, y'all. I wish I could take some questions. All right, see somebody knock. All right, I'm coming. Peace, power, prosperity, y'all. Rob Blackstone, I love y'all. Love one.